Sorry,
We got bad news, everybody. Jake's not going to be here.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Amy.
Jake decided, hey, I don't want to show up today. No call, no show.
No,
we got no Jake on today's program.
This is the wrong time to talk.
This is the right time to tell everyone there's no Jake. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So if you were here
Jakeless.
for the Jake experience, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go somewhere.
We are Jakeless, but
Jakeless.
it's Matt, Sandy, and Andrea. So
yay!
That's gonna be good. But let's save all the talking for after the intro because
I can't hear this part. This is my favorite part.
Yeah. See, if you can't hear it, that's a sign that we're talking over the best part. It's likely, in all likelihood, the best part of the show is the intro. So let's keep it quiet. Hey, what's going on, Left Past 10? What's up?
What's up?
Wait, where's Jake?
What's up?
I remember telling Andrea, I said, I like the way the song sounds like it's going up and down the stairs. Can we do more of that? And she was like, yes.
It's cool.
Remember that?
Going up and down the stairs. That's great.
I need to learn how to make music.
It's the only exercise I get is going up and down the stairs.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, lately. I didn't go out much.
What do you think of that old expression, making beautiful music together? Isn't that funny? It's like, what do you mean? How, like when two people want to be romantically involved, they would say,
we're going to make beautiful music together.
Yeah, what do you think they mean by that? Just like
I've never heard this
noises,
expression.
Or
what is
like
this?
Music,
or like
use it in a sentence.
The way their vocabulary will become more lyrical now, and they'd say, "Darling, we'll make beautiful music together." Am I misremembering? That's the
I've never
line,
heard of this.
right?
I've never. That's a
It's
line.
like old
That's
movie.
A very old movie, like
40s,
maybe 40s. Maybe it was an Elvis thing. I don't know. Baby, we're gonna make music together. I don't know. I never said it.
It's like you're gonna sing and I'll accompany you on the piano or something. Like, where does that expression come? You know what? We could probably just look it up. I don't feel like looking it up though.
Well, good evening, everybody, and it's welcome back, Sandy, because I am not dead.
Yeah, well, tell us about how you survived. How did it go? And welcome back.
You know the whole
glad
mess.
You're okay.
No, the whole mess started in February, which is when I really could have died. Remember when they kept me for 3 days and put me on intravenous IV because I had
worried.
Peritonitis? Yeah, well, they took care of everything. And so I'm all good and good as new. I will be. But it's very, very frustrating to be healing and have pain and scars when it's nice out. And there is so much work to do outside.
See, this is your problem, Sandy. If I may.
Oh, you're gonna do it anyway.
No, you're always like, I've got all this work to do. I'm gonna do all this work. I'm gonna do all this back-breaking work, and then you end up like having to go to the hospital. Like, don't do that.
No, but this is not hospital work. This is getting my gardens ready, and
that's a lot of work.
Clipping but I like doing it. Clipping the white balls.
I'm just saying, you might want to hire somebody.
Well, I did. Caleb was here today.
Okay, tell us about Caleb.
The other kid who's in his 30s.
Now, for viewers who may not be in the loop on this, when Sandy says she has a kid coming over from next door, she means a 30-something construction worker from miles away.
Yeah. Actually, Caleb is not. I don't call him a kid. He's 30-something.
But it's true that
30.
Sandy is entertaining young men on a regular basis.
Yes, on a regular basis, and I pay them also.
There's compensation involved. Yeah. That's all you have to say.
Yes,
but you don't like have them fill out tax forms.
No, two big trees fell in the back.
No, I don't think you can file taxes.
We had a fucking hellacious storm here, and my vertical tower that's on my deck, it's called a green stalk, and it's very high and it grows all kinds of stuff. It blew down, but the soil got saved in the cover. But that's a mess. And then I didn't know that I had trees down in the back because actually Caleb came over to survey the property since we are in a wildfire warning zone. And
okay.
right.
So if I'm hearing you right,
Yes.
If Caleb was going to fill out tax forms, it would be filed under gig work.
Yes. Landscaping. I don't know what the hell.
Because he would go through a list and he'd be like, nah, it's kind of that. It's kind of this too.
Tree work.
I don't really see anything on there. Gig work.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see. I'm looking at all the green people in my chat. Hi,
Green people.
Yeah, my members.
Happy
yes,
St.
it's
Patrick's
wonderful.
Week.
Yes. So anyway, he
I
cut
don't
up one
recognize
tree.
St.
There
Patrick.
2 trees, maple trees, and that will give me some good firewood. Anyway, they fell.
Maple trees.
Not her. And you know what? I was waiting for the tornado warning because now where I live, it seems like we're the new tornado alley, and they did. It was right. It was about 50 miles.
Could get all twisted up. Yeah,
No.
it was the 100 tornado storm, right?
Yes,
Isn't that what they were calling it?
Well, that was in. Yeah, that was
That's
in
where I was.
I was watching I watched the Storm Chasers.
So we were going to get the tail end of that storm. And they said it's going to hit at like midnight, Saturday night around midnight. And then they said now it's going to be 5 a.m. Sunday. And I was like, it's not going to happen. Look at Andrea. Oh, are we boring you, Andrea? Oh, so sorry. You didn't take a nap. You do remember the show starts at 10 p.m., right?
Yeah, no. Andrea, I mean, it was a big yawn, I will admit, but it had nothing.
Andrea,
it had nothing to do with the enjoyableness of the show.
Huh?
She's got her colorful.
Kate, somebody
You're
talking.
not supposed to harass me when I have a bodily function happen. This is.
Do you guys ever just get really bored on air? Ugh.
No.
It's like usually when somebody else starts talking besides me, I start going, huh? I'm just tuning out.
Oh, we might believe that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
God.
that is sort of a dynamic when you have multiple hosts.
Did you get my homework article from Ralph Nader?
No.
I don't believe in homework.
I read enough to know that I would agree with the entire thing.
Absolutely.
I read the headline.
He ripped the Democrats a new asshole, put it that way.
Good.
Ralph Nader.
Somebody should be.
And it's good. And he's an older dude, but he knows the score.
Yeah.
You ever imagine being Ralph Nader and getting character assassinated? Man.
He was the Jill Stein of my generation. We were like, who is he? Every 4 years they were like, who's this guy?
Yeah. Stay silent, it's called. Stay
silent. He was better than Jill
and
Stein.
Stay powerless against Trump's tyranny. Stay silent, which is what people are doing because they're all, I can't say the word, but they're bad, stupid, scared, spineless, like spineless Schumer, who went on The View and literally got his ass handed to him on that show. I saw a clip online. I don't watch it, but I saw a clip.
How did The View become
a
relevant political show?
Well,
I saw it too.
I was like, Sonny. I was cheering her on. I don't even know who she is. I don't watch The View, but I watched the clip because they told him
circus world.
They told him he's got to go. I'm like, wow. Okay, good.
I wasn't throwing shade at Ralph Nader, everyone. I'm just saying, you would hear about him if pretty much a normie then. You would just hear about this guy every 4 years and go, who is he again?
Right. But the article's good, and he wrote it on the 14th, and it's, I don't know what it's in, nader.org. Stay silent and stay powerless against Trump's tyranny. But he really did a good job at saying how he criticized the exact people he had to. And he talked about the Bush family who totally are doing nothing and saying nothing, and they're getting their USAID. They started it, dismantled, and nobody say people are so afraid. Or are people just thinking, oh, we got to hold our breath until this blows over? This is blowing over.
And they are potentially
blowing over. It's just going to blow the whole thing over.
Exactly.
They're doing this. Well, and that's what they were all screaming about leading up to the election was this will be the end of democracy. And now they're like, we just have to play ball. But Chris Hayes, I saw both these clips, The View and Chris Hayes on Majority Report today. And Chris Hayes was talking to Chuck Schumer about
welcome everyone to the Majority Report rehash stream.
He said he said, you are acting, he says right to Schumer's face, he goes, you are acting as if Mitt Romney is president.
Yeah.
Or, right? Like, these are old school
Like,
Republicans
this
that
is
you,
2009.
and that's what he said on The View, was like, some Republicans are still very good. They're different than MAGA.
Oh,
Are you fucking kidding me?
he's
They've
so
all
out of
been
touch.
calling for this sort of bullshit, taking away Social Security and defunding the post office. This is what they do. Like,
We're in
it's
the
so
situation where
infuriating.
we have to wonder if he has dementia or not. You
No,
know?
he
Like,
doesn't.
do you know who president is?
He just wanted to get it over with so he could sell his book. He was going on a fucking book
Oh, the
tour.
book tour is over though.
Yeah.
He canceled that shit.
Of course he did. But I mean, who's going to stand up and say finally in the Senate and say, okay, we're doing this. We're doing it. Where's Sheldon Whitehouse? Why can't he? There's Sheldon, there's Bernie. Why can't they say, okay, Chuck, it's over for you. Sheldon Whitehouse is going.
That's
to
a hell of a name, by the way. Sheldon Whitehouse. What
I know.
the fuck?
Who knows?
AI generated fucking senator, man. What kind of name is that? Yeah, so we have Senator Sheldon. That's already impressive.
But he,
Well,
like I
think
said,
about his
Sheldon
parents.
Whitehouse.
Mr. and Mrs. Whitehouse were like, you know, hey, we're with child. If it's a boy, we'll name him Sheldon.
Oh.
If it's a girl, what do you think the girl name would have been?
Fuck. I mean, they'd probably kill the girl in the womb.
Amelia.
I was thinking something like
I gotta look at
Poinsettia Whitehouse or something weird like that.
If you're a White House, you don't have women in the family. They're useless in the White House. Women can't get to the White House.
Oh, good point. No, I didn't think of that. Good point.
Exactly.
Actually makes
a
lot of sense. Charlotte Whitehouse. That's good.
Charlotte. There you go. Good one. Nope.
Charlotte Whitehouse.
Yay. I got a bunch of people joining tonight. This is great. Kelly says there was an excellent discussion between Nader and Chris Hedges recently. He breaks down his history and all the good things that resulted, like EPA, for example. Yeah. But now it's all going away. Listen, I have this feeling, my prognostication is that channels like mine, we're not even going to be able to put the words climate change in any thumbnails. They're going to clamp down. I think we're going to be like Russia and have state TV, and we're going to all lose our YouTube channels in a year.
Maybe. We'll just have to do
that
it.
would suck.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that fucking suck dick and
I have been hearing
ball sacks?
I have been hearing
but I'm a doomer. What?
I have been hearing from like
fuck.
I just, my blue sky is filled with blue no matter who. And these people, look, I am all for supporting Ukraine. Believe me. But these people act like they live in the Ukraine. You know what I mean? Like that's all they talk about. But
I'm in the doomer.
I was told in the past couple of weeks by them.
I love doomers.
This is bullshit. This what makes me think they're infiltrators. They're supposedly Democratic voters, and they're saying their money in politics is not a problem, and taxing the rich won't actually do any good. And I was like, okay, let's just go to the taxing the rich. If taxing the rich doesn't do any good, then why are you taxing the poor? If you can't tax everyone, tax the people who can afford that shit.
That's because of the MMT, modern monetary theory, and the fact that we're not on the gold standard. So really, they say, okay, you really don't have to taxes. Federal taxes do not fund spending, right? That's the mantra.
You mean everybody? No, I get that, but like that's not a reason why you would
keep the poor man poor.
That's not a reason why you wouldn't not tax the rich. That's the reason why you would tax them and not tax the rest of us.
And like when I had an argument about lifting the Social Security cap with an MMT person, and I said, yes, but lifting the cap is a good thing. Everybody needs to
all I know is if I don't pay my taxes, they're banging my door down, and no one's ever saying you have to pay your taxes, because all they say is you didn't fucking pay them. It's not like they're saying, hey, Matt, just to let you know, your taxes go to some very useful programs let's, so you got to pay, buddy. Come on. We're all in this together. What they do is they go, we'll put you in fucking jail for not paying them. Oh, meantime, taxing the rich, that's not really going to do anything. Okay. Why am I living on the edge? What the fuck?
It's going to make people feel good to see that. It's also
tax everyone or don't tax anyone.
Yeah.
All or nothing. I think it's pretty easy.
You think?
And like there are people on social media who pay taxes going to bat for billionaires.
Well, taxes it's a fundamentally like well, they don't teach you about taxation in school. They don't want you to know how the system works. It's just a complicated web of ways for the government to steal money from poor people. So
why don't we bring somebody that knows MMT on with us that could explain it from their point of view? The
MMT
theory
sounds like a drug.
Yeah, I do MMT.
Let's do
on
MMT.
Tuesdays. Yeah, every Tuesday I hit it up.
Stephanie Kelton on.
Yeah, just doing some MMT with the homies, the homosexuals. That's what that means, homies.
Baby, I want some MMT.
I just think it's weird when our world turns into your average person celebrating leaders of countries as like, and this has always been a thing, but as like heroic. And
no, it's actually
we should be
normal.
celebrating the average letter carriers.
Oh, the letter carriers?
Or checkout clerks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like plumbers. We should be celebrating
plumbers,
the heck out of these
absolutely.
people.
I'm down to have a plumber holiday. I enjoy plumbers.
I mean, there probably is, but you see what I'm saying? It's like we spend all of our time being like Che Guevara, Nelson Mandela, Zelensky, and
Matt, Andrea.
Nah, you know what I mean, though. I just and I'm sort of like just shouting it out now because shouting to the heavens now because I don't have anything else to talk about.
People like their heroes. They like the person, what is it? Personality politics. No, it's a different word. You know what I mean.
Yeah, people are stupid.
Did you see my whole spiel on my show on how I coined it, feeling very Luigi today? Did you see my new thing about feeling Luigi?
I love Luigi's Mansion.
I felt very Luigi last week, and feeling Luigi is not being murderous. Feeling Luigi.
Well, yeah, because he didn't do it.
When you're feeling Luigi, and I felt very Luigi. I felt overwhelmed and pissed off, and
he didn't feel that though.
Yeah, because I wasn't him.
You feel American. That's what you feel. You feel very American.
I want to feel Canadian. I'm loving the.
You're feeling super normie. Too much to take. I can't do it. I'm checking out, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're my hero, Sandy.
Oh no, I'm nobody.
You get all those younger guys to come over for relationships. Like I aspire to be in a position one day where it's
relationships with chainsaws and flag poles and
I just want to be able to
mowers.
I just want to be able to talk about my life casually and have people go, what the fuck is going on over there?
God, let me tell you.
I just want to be able to use regular words and spark intrigue.
Yeah, like
it's a power. It's a superpower.
My kid came over and he trimmed my hedges.
But not for free.
No,
yeah, you paid him for his services, of course.
His parents were there.
Well, yeah, they had to watch.
This is true, though. The guy's parents were there, right?
Oh, God.
Or were those other neighbors?
One of the parents?
Yeah.
His wife got to come over, too.
No, this was not married. He did plow my driveway twice this year. I have to tell you, for the first time in...
Okay, come on.
Almost a 2/10 of a mile driveway. So I hadn't had my driveway plowed in 4 years. Our winters were that warm until this year. You don't want me to go into the science of all this shit, I'm sure. Look, she can't even stay on. Get back here.
are you always like, hey, Caleb, it's getting warm.
No.
Bring your plow over.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. Anyway, so how was your show last week with Antonio? Because I fell asleep.
Oh,
I
it's
had
good.
it on. I fell asleep.
Oh, it was a good ep. It was.
You fell asleep.
Jake
Yeah,
on that show.
I did. I fell asleep.
Was that a show we had with Jake? Is Jake even on this show? Is he on? What does Jake do? What is he known for?
I love teasing me, Groove Dragon.
Yeah, that's true.
I met him. He said he was at the vet now. It must have been an emergency thing. You know, the day before I had surgery, I had to bring the old cat to go to put to sleep.
Why is Andrea getting off the hook on this one?
I'm not getting off of any hooks because I haven't gotten on any hooks.
It's becoming the shtick. Let's tease Sandy because it's fun and I'm so teasable.
I would really enjoy getting both of these children, as you call them, on the show for an interview. I feel like that would be.
Oh, and that
would be great.
I had my actual real spawn named Dawn over on Monday. It took me 2 days to recover from her visit.
Yeah, real spawn as opposed to the fake spawn.
Yeah, spawn named Dawn. Yeah. 2 days to get over that visit. She'll never hear this.
She will. I'm gonna send her the podcast.
Real quick, we can't trust Soul Life, right?
Who, Soul Life? No.
Okay.
Soul Life's he's from New Jersey, first of all. So
I did not know that.
It's not.
I'm just so happy to see everybody.
Antonio was on. That went well. He's a good co-host, and we love talking to him. We love picking his brain.
Yeah, let's get Antonio on again instead of Jake.
He came through in a pinch, which was, he did solid. That was really cool.
I meant to go back to watch. I don't know. I fell asleep, but I wasn't tired,
We got him to recap a lot of stuff for Andrea's benefit because she wasn't on the first time he was there talking about his book. And I asked him stuff like, how do you send this out to editors and publishers and stuff? Are you worried like that they won't get it, or do you have to like let them know this could be triggering or something? And that was kind of cool because he hadn't really thought about that. So we talked about that a little bit. Yeah.
Cool.
Because you always have to sort of set people up.
That's why no editors for me. No one's allowed to edit anything. I would never could you imagine people write books and then they hand them off to editors? Like editors? Really? I don't know, man. I don't trust editors. People write articles and then who comes in? The editors come in.
Is AI now the editor?
Oh, probably. Did you all see that when Elon Musk didn't know what an editor was? Did y'all see that when he misinterpreted video editors for
oh my god,
for journalism editors? No. Man, that guy's fucking stupid. Holy shit.
I'm a video editor.
Drug-addled brain.
Well, whoa, let's not. Hold on. Let me.
President
in a bad way. You could be. Hey, man.
Let's not shit on people who do drugs on this program.
Look who you're talking to.
Okay. Yeah, sober Jack McFuck shit. I haven't smoked weed in years. Bro.
I haven't in
I follow
the
law.
Time.
I have. I just
not
religiously.
Weed 3 hours ago.
I interviewed a guy. It's pre-taped. It's not released yet. I'm waiting for the embargo to be lifted for when I can release it.
Okay.
This guy is an underground comics creator from the 60s who founded the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, which is he's a huge defender of free speech. So anytime somebody was busted for having lewd material because they were making comics about gay people and stuff like that, like he would make sure they had lawyers. And now the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund is totally up and running.
Great.
Could you imagine for a second someone out there is making a comic about gay people. Like, I want to read that comic. Like, what's the storyline?
The cover was like a pretty fit guy standing on the corner, short shorts and a short t-shirt. This is like the 70s, eating a hot dog. And they're like,
that's pretty
nope,
good. That's pretty
you
good.
are not getting away with that.
Really?
That is extremely gay. I would love to go watch this. So when is this interview coming out? What's happening?
So by the end of the interview, though, because he's also an advocate for drug use and
that's good.
stuff like that. And sure enough,
I often advocate for drug use.
Sure enough, by the end of and I was wondering, like, oh, we haven't talked about that at all. We covered a lot of topics, art, activism,
What
a lot of stuff.
was that? How did I miss that one?
It's not out yet. It was pre-taped.
Oh, sorry.
And it was also
I watched your one with the Green Party guy.
It was two other people because they're doing a documentary about him. So the filmmakers are also in the interview. And so we talked about a lot of stuff. It was really cool. And then right at the end, I'll save this for when it debuts. But right at the end, he mentioned this one time, you know how everyone will like sit around and be like, this one time when I was doing acid, you know what I mean? They tell you a story.
Yeah.
And he told a story where I was like, this is the one time we're going to bring it up in the interview. And it's fucking perfect. It is so, I was dying. I was like, this is hilarious.
That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, that'll be a good one.
His name is Dennis Kitchen.
This sounds like a good interview. You should interview people more often. You seem like you have a knack for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try it. Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll give it a shot.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I did a good interview with Andy Ellis. That was good. That was good. But he is also a very good interview subject. So wait, what were you just gonna say? Who are you having on, Sandy?
Oh no, I was going to talk about that we're having movie night.
Oh Friday. Yeah. That movie is so. I've seen that movie a few times.
What movie? What's the movie?
The flight that crashed, 1960.
No, the flight that disappeared.
The flight that disappeared, 1961, and it has so many metaphors and foreshadowing of events and the futuristic shit and all kinds of stuff. It's on my channel if you want to watch it. I edited it and I put it up there, and it's on the channel. Watch it and come Friday night because we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. I mean, it's like just use your imagination. You can figure out if you want to say who you think the characters represent or who you'd want them to be. I think it's really going to be fun and something different. I wanted to come back with something different.
Okay, so
fantastic.
Anybody who's hung up on black and white movies and old movies and that kind of stuff. And
first of all, can you just fucking fuck off? Unsubscribe. I don't.
Number one,
subscribing to Sandy or Matt or me. God forbid if you ever find yourself on my show. Just get the hell out of here. Oh, I don't want to watch the movies black and white. Oh,
well, I'm making everybody watch that movie. You know what? I think if I look up how many people have watched it, almost 600 people have watched it. So I think it's going to be a fun show Friday night. I can't wait. That's my debut back.
Oh, wow. 600 people have watched the movie
from my channel.
That's very smart putting it off till Friday. You're going to get that many more views.
Because I was not ready Tuesday. I felt like shit. And
see,
I
you know why you just said Matt? Because I'm the one who's always telling you to practice self-care.
Right. And I'm trying. 563 people watched it. So I think if people show up, it's going to be.
Now, you said 600.
Okay.
So I didn't know we were rounding up here.
I embellished a little.
So I have 5,000 mods on my channel. Look, but here's the thing. This movie.
Yeah.
No matter what anyone may think, when you get around 45, 46 minutes in, mind fuck. It is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh wow, what are they doing here? This is cool. It's really cool.
But is it in black and white though?
Well, I started it off in color.
Film back
I could have edited it.
They didn't have color.
I could have.
Why didn't they just draw on the lines?
Andrea,
I don't know.
I had people have said to me the goofiest things. Ernie watched it twice. I've had people say to me, there's going to be, I just think it's going to be hilarious. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
So
Hi,
wait,
Ernie. I love Ernie. He's from Canada and he lives out in the wilderness and he's so wonderful. And he makes videos and has a really nice channel. Okay.
so
Shout
you're
outs
doing it
to
Friday
Ernie's
night?
Cabin, everybody. Go subscribe.
Yeah.
Friday night?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh,
Hopefully before your show. Hopefully it
that's
won't
okay.
go. Yeah, but I'm hoping it's not going to go over because I like
No,
to.
I don't want to take viewers from you.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but
Letterhack's Friday show's
It's
canceled.
fine.
We're all gonna watch
We can
Sandy's
over
program.
no
yeah, but
these
is your
look
Friday night
shows can overlap.
No,
is your
Letterhack's
Friday night
honestly
lie
had this tyrannical time slot thing for a
is
while
this
now.
lie
He can get
detector
rid of
though?
it.
Are you doing lie detector Friday?
No, I'm doing a
Oh, okay.
debate. I'm
Oh.
debating
Debate? Who are
Who
you
are you
debating?
debating?
Ravana.
Oh shit. Can you change it to
What
10:30?
the fuck are you gonna debate
Yeah.
on?
Damn it.
A TV show.
So I'm doing movie and you're debating a TV show. That's funny.
One
Let me get in
episode of a
there.
TV show.
I'll debate.
Are you guys watching Severance?
No. That's why it'd be perfect for the
No,
debate.
but somebody told me to watch
Unbiased third party.
the Netflix one on the Joplin, Missouri 2011 tornado. There's a Netflix movie on that one. I gotta watch.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. I think that like just came out today or something, right?
I got a letter already from someone telling me I get so much stuff.
We have
I
a
love my people.
comment.
I just can't keep up with everything. Yeah.
Someone is asking in the
What is
chat.
this live stream about? We have a comment here.
Wait,
Yeah.
who is
So
it? Is it my
and
channel?
can I answer? I would love to
No.
answer for once, because normally Letterhack, the one with the gray hair, does
have a
this like
spiel.
scripted, like brings the let me open up,
Yeah.
fucking, stumbling over the words and all that. Well, first of all, welcome our newest mod, Simrick, Keemrick, whatever your name is. I don't fucking know. So what is this live stream about? Well, first of all, this is I wouldn't call this a live stream. I would say this is more of an experience, I would say. Like this is something like people wake up in the morning and they go, what was I doing last? Oh, and then they remember this. So normally we have some guy named Jake here, but he's not here today.
Yeah.
But we got Sandy. Sandy's got she's got something going on. She's back from the dead actually. And then Letterhack, he like draws like comic books or whatever. They're not that good, so don't worry about it. And I don't do anything. I'm just here. So that's pretty much what this live stream's about. Welcome to the show. What episode is this? Like 47? I don't know.
For me,
well,
it's my
22.
fun night because my channel deals with pretty heavy duty science, climate, environment stuff. It can be overwhelming at times. So when I do this on Wednesday nights, I just love having fun and being with my friends. And we do get serious sometimes on topics.
Sometimes.
We really do.
Sometimes. Once in a while we get serious. Like I think 2 or 3 times we've been serious, I think, out of all the 73 shows.
And you're talking about moments, not entire episodes.
Yeah, we never do a whole show that's serious. I mean, that would be crazy.
This is our weekly group show. It's off the cuff, unscripted, free form. We don't have topics scheduled ahead of time. We don't script any of it at all. We just hang out.
Well, except for this, if someone asks what the show is about, then that's the one part we do have scripted.
Sometimes people will say, "You guys aren't drawing any conclusions," and we'll say, "Well, right," because this is how you would talk in a bar or a cafe, a pub, at home with friends.
Think of it as
very
like
casual.
Seinfeld of 2025 in a way, with all about everything and nothing.
Yeah, like for example, this is like Seinfeld of 2025, which is why we love Israel on this show. We're actually planning on doing the show live from Israel pretty soon here because we're the Seinfeld of 2025.
I'm taking you to a kibbutz. I started watching about them actually because people talk about these intentional communities, how people can live together. And actually, the whole kibbutz thing, of all these videos I watch, it's very interesting. They
You're gonna have
really
to
are.
explain what
They
that word means. I'm
Okay,
not familiar.
it's a communal living situation. They have them in Israel. It is really the true socialist way
Okay,
to
but
live.
let's
It's a commune.
clear up. We're not pro-Israel. Andrea was kidding, and now
This
you're
is
being
not,
serious.
but
This is not a
because
pro-Israel channel.
so what?
We,
We're talking about
yeah, I
historical
know, but you're
things that are happening.
transitioning from Andrea joking
Oh,
about it, and
okay.
I just want to be
No, we're the
clear.
Seinfeld of
If you
2025.
want
We
to
love
learn
Israel and we love
about
17-year-olds.
if you want to learn about something really
But that
interesting, a
sounds
lot of
cool as
people
hell.
do
Yeah.
talk. It is cool. Nobody makes, they all pool their money. The doctor,
That's
everybody
the
does the
future.
same thing. Well, that's what I'm
It's
saying. They
also the
had this,
past. That's how cool it is.
that's right. It was the past and the future. It's just very interesting. I
And then
just
Christ came along.
I happened upon these channels, and I don't know why. And then I really was like, wow, everybody talks in my community about getting together and living intentional communities when the shit hits the fan or things happen. And these people have been doing this forever, a long time, and everything is shared. And nobody makes any more. The doctor doesn't make any more than the cook. I mean, everybody communes their money, and it works. It seems to work.
Yeah, see, and this is the thing, is that even though we just goof around here, this midweek, like, let's fucking take a break at 10 p.m. on Wednesday. Like, that's not a
you know,
time
like
where I
most
choose to be
people, they have
serious.
to like go to work tomorrow. They're asleep by now. They got to go to school or
But
some
I
shit.
do a show.
But a bunch of losers that have no real jobs, yeah, we're up at like, 11, 13 p.m. on a Wednesday, yeah.
But
for
I
sure.
cover a lot of serious topics, and Sandy covers a lot of serious topics. So if anybody wants to tune in the rest of the time, we're drawing lots of conclusions. I mean, there's lots
speed
of stuff
run
going
video
on.
games. I'm really good at
my
that.
conclusions are.
And Andrea is always, look, anytime you tune in to watch Andrea doing anything outside of this show, it's completely enjoyable.
I wouldn't
There's no way
believe
it wouldn't
that.
be.
I would not trust that as
It
a
is the
valuable
truth.
source of input, but
It is the truth.
I appreciate the kind of lying that we do on the lie
And
detector program.
my fucking hair is getting long, and it is it's like getting white the longer it gets.
Why don't you grow it
Well,
into
that's
a
why you just got to
ponytail?
stop cutting it, because
I
Grow
don't
it
have.
into a pony.
it's going to be a time mechanism.
Come on, it
just
would be
keep
so
it going.
cute. All the girls look at all the
One time, Andrea really got me like comfortable being on camera. This is way back, pandemic days, lockdown days, and I was on. I don't know. It was like in the last 12 months, I came across it on YouTube, and I was like, "What the fuck is this popping up for?" And it was Andrea and I having a art off. We were drawing, and I was like, "Wow, my hair was really short," and I realized it wasn't. It was in a ponytail. It's old, and that's when I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna grow it out again."
How long ago was that?
See it. You have good hair.
That was like 20 years ago.
I have great hair.
You have good hair. I think it would really look good long, but I'm a long-haired kind of person anyway. I like it on guys. I do. My last husband had hair.
Like hairy guys?
No, but I do like long hair and guys. I don't like
see.
I don't like apey guys. I don't like any guys anymore.
Short hair is a sign of a low IQ. When you think about it. When you truly just sit down and
I agree with
like, when you really just kind of think about it,
I agree with that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because that's what I do. Really? I sit down and I think about things, and this is what I come up with. And I'm pretty sure it's unfalsifiable. So I rest my case.
Unfalsifiable.
Yeah, but anything can happen on this show. These topics can go anywhere at any time.
That's not true. That's not true.
Stream of consciousness.
There are some things that can't happen. that is not on the list of things that cannot happen, but there is a list of things that can happen.
Yes.
We all signed contracts before we go live. Here are the things we can't do. Right. It's
right.
It's one of those things.
We have our contracts.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
At Left Past 10 Industries, we have a committee.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yep, that's
What you're
right.
telling me.
We do have a committee.
Telling me.
That is true.
Starting a committee.
So we have this is episode 22, right?
This year.
Of season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2,
Season
22.
That's right.
And how many seasons have there been?
2. So this is our 74th.
74th.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
I can't believe it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Normally we have another character here. His name is Jake.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest
what you can do.
I was going to suggest a bit that we could start doing.
Right.
I'll wait.
Take bets on when Jake is going to be here or not.
No, if he was,
I got $30 on next week.
If he was here tonight, then we could be doing it right now. But
this is like us doing a eulogy. Like, yeah, Jake was here.
If Jake was here, we could be doing this new idea I had for a bit, but
now
it's not.
Oh, fuck it, let's do it without him. Let's do it without him. What's the bit?
Not the same.
Give me the bit.
No, it would be the kind of thing we would do without the audience knowing.
Oh, one of those things where we
not
do
a cold open, but like a bit that I was like, we could just build this in. It'd be funny if we did this. Of course, you wouldn't want to let the audience know because then who would it be funny for? It'd be funny for me. I think it's funny enough. I think it has legs to make me laugh.
I don't think
Andy would like it.
I wouldn't like it.
You already know you wouldn't like it.
I'm gonna put the name of the bit in the private chat if you guys promise not to say
the name of the bit in the private chat. Okay.
I'm looking.
So we have a behind the scenes. We have a private chat room. This is where we talk about things privately. Like, hey, that chatter in your chat is a total fucking piece of shit.
I know. Never.
And then Sandy would be like, "Oh, okay, let me ban his ass." Dude, this is what we write in the private chat. Like, yeah, Soul Life is a piece of fucking dog shit. That's what I wrote. Anyway, I wrote that.
When did you do that in 72 shows? I don't remember that. I love the way Alex says these guys will never become raving environmentalists. Alex, well, because we are very earth oriented.
I'm raving. I don't know about the environment part, but I'm raving. I'm absolutely raving.
Neither does anybody else, because obviously this administration is erasing the fact that we have a planet from everything.
We won't become raving. Look, if you live long enough, it's inevitable. You will be, and it may be too late, but you fucking will be. If you live long enough, you will be vegan. That's just gonna happen, you guys. Like, there are inevitable outcomes.
I can't wait.
Did you see it,
Andrea?
Did you see it yet, Sandy? Did you look?
So we gotta wait for Jake for this.
Because
I'm down to do that right now.
That'd be great, right?
Right now, yeah.
So
I would love to just do a show where we just sit here and just throw up videos of people like who
just
voted for. Yeah, well, that too.
Who voted for what? The orange turd?
Well, of course not. I would never say. I would never allude to that individual.
This is the thing. Is like there are fewer videos than there are articles of people saying so-and-so wants to remain anonymous. Business Insider did a whole article with like 6 or 7 people who they would not name. And I was like, this is all lies.
BI?
Yeah. They're like, they kept referring to themselves as Bi. Business Insider in the article, they're like, Bi had the opportunity to talk to. And I was like, there need to be like B period, I period.
Oh my God.
But they just said BI.
That was funny.
And I started imagining like advertisements and promos where they're like, just go from employee to employee, and they're like, I'm Bi too.
Right?
We're all Bi at Business Insider. That'd be awesome.
That would be really cool. That would be humorous. I would laugh if that was the thing.
What's your question?
I haven't seen Sandy in the chat. Is she here?
Left of the box? She's not here tonight. She's got computer problems.
Oh, I miss her
Big ones.
shows, and I'm so, like, into learning about Canada, and with the True North Eager Beaver, every single morning now I have my coffee with them, but I'm missing her shows, and I need to see her and hear her take on what's happening, so maybe she could come back on with us
Well,
and hear it?
Canada is not doing so hot.
They don't
They got a
oh,
couple
no.
months left before the ground
Bullshit.
invasion
I'm gonna
starts.
tell you something, they're gonna be doing a whole lot better than us, and I can read you
I
something.
doubt it. I
Oh,
Who?
doubt
you
it.
don't
Who?
have a clue. I
Who you
can
I
talking
read
doubt
about?
it. Do you
Canada.
want to debate? Let's debate Canada.
They're going to be better than us, and I can read you something that will knock your socks off.
I doubt it.
We are no, I'm watch.
We are not the leader of the free world.
We are not, and
Justin Trudeau
they
is the leader of the free world.
no,
Thank you very much.
they are making some shrewd moves right now, and I could I'm telling
Shrewd
you.
moves. I remember
Yes.
that band.
Yes, shrewd moves. Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
Cincinnati. We are Shrewd
Yeah,
Moves.
yeah. But,
Dude,
I'm not
we
gonna
at the
read it
Shrewd
to
Move
you,
show?
but I'm corresponding with a Canadian that I've been friends with for many, many, many years, and I am getting an inside scoop about things, and I honestly
There's
believe
like 70 million people though, or so
you
that can
don't
see this
yeah,
inside scoop.
So
Like, oh yeah,
you're
I know someone on the
Andrea,
inside. Yeah, inside
you're
Andrea,
Canada.
texting with a
Andrea.
boyfriend in Canada is what you're saying now?
Yes,
You've taken this
Across the
international.
border. Yep.
yes.
This is an international rendezvous.
I have a little shine.
Is he like, Sandy, I want to take you out?
No.
Hmm.
No, we talk about doomer shit, but it's actually he's really bright, and he made a point to me, and he showed me a video, and I truly believe Canada is going to outshine the US. It's going to happen. I think
Yeah,
so.
well, if they don't
They
get
are. I
invaded in
mean,
They
minutes,
will.
they already.
They
no,
will.
That's
We're
Canada,
not
I mean,
we're
done
not
I don't know.
deal.
I think you guys are underestimating. They are going to be the 51st state.
No,
Like,
they are not.
imagine, tell me in what
No,
universe.
they
So
are
Donald Trump's just
not.
going to give up. He's just going to say, "Oh, I changed my mind." I don't think so. I think he's going to do it.
No, they are not. I'm cheering them on. I'm sorry. I'm cheering them on.
We
Me
can
too.
cheer him on, but I don't know, man. I
I'm
think he's
cheering
going
them
to do
on.
it. This guy's crazy, man.
Well, he
Sandy
might try, but
Sandy called into my show Monday, so you
oh,
can go
she
back
did?
and listen to that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I like when people say feel free, like feel free to go back and listen to that. Feel free. What am I
well, I
like
didn't know because
permitting
I've
you
I've
to
been missing shows except for the morning. When I get up so goddamn early,
see? That's why I do. So it's like a
but
W Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? You get 3 at prime time and the 2 morning. Different people show up at
yeah.
see?
I
It's all working out.
really absolutely loved having Douglas Connors on for the Canadian show. I really did. He taught us so much that I really didn't even know everything. And I've been watching them, but I really enjoyed it. It was great. Great show on my channel.
That's an early show.
Yeah, I can now because I've been going to bed earlier. And so I get up and I watch, drink coffee, and I listen to them. And I do all my chores while I'm listening to them. It's pretty cool.
All your chores?
One
Yeah, there's a lot.
time, I'm still gonna talk about that feel free thing.
Yeah, go for it. Feel free.
One time I had a coworker who was on the phone with his girlfriend who was coming to pick him up from work, and our desks were right next to each other. And he's like, "Oh, I gotta call my girlfriend and tell her I need to stay a few minutes late." And so he calls her and he's telling her, and he goes, "Yeah, you could just feel free to drive around or feel free to stop and get something to eat." And I was laughing and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "You don't have to tell her to feel free to kill time. Like, I'm sure she gets it. Who the fuck do you think you are, dude? Like, just say, hey, I'm going to be late. She'll figure it out." You could say, feel free to just come hang out here at the office. It's just me and Matt. It's not a big deal, right? Just feel free to do that. But he's like, you can feel free to drive around. You can feel free to. He's like listing all these things.
Yeah. Like the alternative is like she just has to stop the fucking car right now.
I was like, you're mansplaining how she should spend her free time, dude.
Mansplaining. I spent so many years being mansplained.
I can't stand that shit.
No, I don't either.
You know what I hate worse than mansplaining?
What?
Men. Am I right?
Yeah, actually, agreed.
Is the one thing that's worse.
I think it's obvious the world would be a much better fucking place if men had just
I am not going to disagree.
STFU more often.
That's
So
a
on that note,
conversation I had Monday with my spawn named Dawn. We did. But it was about men. She's now single and very happy, and I'm single and very happy. And it's like, wow, same time, huh?
well, single. I mean, you're dating like 3 guys.
Oh, I am not
internationally. It's
dating
not
anybody.
what I would call single.
Yeah.
You could call
You
like
know,
one of 3
you're
guys
gonna
at
say
any
that.
time.
You're gonna say that. People are gonna believe you. It's really not true. I have
Prove me wrong.
I can prove everybody. Yes. No, it's going
I
to
went
be
back
4 years for me that I am single for the first time in my like entire life
I
that
mean,
I've
first of
been
all,
alone
that's
this
fucking
long.
epic. That's
It
epic.
is epic. It is epic.
I had a
It's
friend
not
who
epic
was
when you want somebody to chop firewood, but it's epic most of the other time.
okay. No, I went back and watched our episode where we were talking about this 2 episodes back, and I was dying. I
Was
was
this 2
watching
episodes
myself
ago?
crack up, and then I was the what?
How many episodes? 2?
2, I think.
3?
Wasn't it? I think it was 2.
Really?
Might have
I think
been
it
3.
was
I don't know.
2.
But it was like you and I were rolling on the floor laughing, and then you were
Me?
laughing at how I was laughing. Yeah, you were laughing at
Wait,
me for
okay,
laughing.
so I was rolling on the floor 2 weeks ago?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have a
Yeah,
link?
it was that good.
Thank you,
Do I have a
Gary.
yeah, go to my YouTube page.
Oh, just go to the YouTube page.
Yeah.
You ever hear when YouTubers like say that shit? Like, oh yeah, just go on my page. Well, you have like 7,000 fucking videos. Like, I'm not gonna fucking find it on your page. Oh yeah, just go on the page.
No, my thumbnails for Left Past 10 are very clear.
Yeah, just go on the page. You'll find it eventually.
They are.
Could be 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Could have been a month ago. Just go on my page.
Okay, fine. No, fine. Okay. No,
Yeah.
And then you guys talk amongst yourselves, and I'll find the.
So Sandy, how's Doom going for you?
Well, I have really been sort of going on the political thing a bit, but I haven't been on in a while. But I haven't been talking as much as my usual environmental thing. I honestly think people are not they're glazing their eyes over when you talk about anything with climate change. And there is a new report out, and with the administration trying to get rid of it, I feel like it's just going to be out of sight, out of mind, and we will just be living through some extremely difficult times.
Well, I personally think climate change is going to get really bad, and they're doing it all on purpose to thin out the population to about 500 million people globally. That's my
They.
Oh yeah.
Are you one of them?
No, I am not one of them, but I know about them.
They.
Oh
The
yeah.
infamous they.
Oh yeah.
And
Big
they know,
they.
and then they're going to jet off to Mars with Elon.
No, I don't think they'll jet off to Mars. I think they'll take the rest of the 500 million people or so, send them over to Mars, and then keep the Earth for themselves. Because let's be honest, if you want to be the first one to go to Mars, like that's just gonna suck.
No, they're going to go out to those missile silo bases where they all have their new homes underground. You never saw my
and the
video
missile
on those?
silo. Some of them hopefully still have the nukes there, and then that can be a favorable scenario for us.
Alex said 500 million is an excellent guess, and you are paying attention, Andrea. Yeah. That's what the world could take. We are so an overshoot. It's not funny. We are.
Now, what's the total population between the USA and Canada, by the way? About 500 mil. So I'm just saying, America's going to annex Canada. We're going to take Greenland. Probably Mexico, but Mexico is not going to be integrated into the US. It's just going to be like that's where we set off all the nuclear bombs in Mexico. And then, we'll break off Panama. I mean, we already broke off South America. We'll just let them drift away in the middle of the ocean,
No, that's too optimistic.
Letterhack, you're muted. What the fuck? You're self-censoring. Oh. Letterhack's watching the show from like 3 weeks ago and laughing at the previous program like this is not some really good stuff.
All right. So what do you think about our new relationship with El Salvador?
Well, I love El Salvador. I heard they got that really cool slave labor camp going on. It's where they concentrate people there, and then they just have them do some stuff while they're all concentrating.
I think the new thing people are going to say is, well, watch out or you'll get sent to El Salvador with no due process.
This show is going to get us sent to El Salvador if we keep this shit up, man. We gotta.
Well, that's another thing. I mean, I'm postulating about the fact that I don't know.
All right, let's do this. Ready?
Oh, look at this fucking shit. You got a tracksuit on in this one.
Oh, Richie. His name is Richard. He's 30.
Oh, are you doing this?
Richard?
He drives a half an hour to get here.
He's miles away.
He calls me up to make sure I have wood.
Yeah, Richard calls you up.
Okay. They have to do
like,
this.
No, and he's like, do you want some? Come on, Sandy. You're setting yourself up now.
So easy to make fun
just
of.
went X-rated. It's your fault.
I went perfect.
This is horrendous.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is not
well,
good.
everybody knows
this was last week.
You're like, hello? Hey, it's Rich. Hey, kid. Do you have any wood? Let me check.
Oh my god!
I think you fucked up the naming scheme because this is not 20. Because if that's 21, this cannot be 22.
Right, you're like, okay, kid.
Last week we had Antonio.
Oh, and do you tip him because this is paid?
This is the meta conversation. I don't. Which Letterhack am I talking to right now?
This is
you're right.
Who was it that got really Stephen K?
What
he got
so
upset.
This should be 23. Yeah, and Stephen K got mad because he thought we were making fun of Sandy.
Oh yeah, Stephen K.
I'm so.
Is that like to call him Stephen?
I haven't seen him. Is he here tonight?
But it's like we were.
No, I bullied him out. He unsubscribed.
It really was hilarious.
We were doing like
Stephen showed up last week when you weren't here, Sandy, and said like, "Oh, I'm, like, are we gonna be chill?" And I said, "Nah, get the fuck out." And then he unsubscribed from you. I did, yeah. I didn't do that. No, I made that whole thing up.
Yeah,
I made that whole thing up. Yeah, but I would have if he did show up. I would have.
Jet wants to know, but which Matt is the real Matt? Ooh, Jet's asking.
There's only
which
one
Matt is the real Matt?
There's only one.
Will the real Matt please stand up? Those were. That was an old game from when I was a kid. Something about people they impersonated people, and they all pretended they were someone. And then at the end, the real person had to stand up, like the real pilot or the real whatever.
Oh,
actually, it was really would be good to update it for something you do on your channel.
Oh, I have a new version of Lie Detector.
Yeah. The best show.
I got a new version of it.
Good at it.
There's a new version because I was like, man, I got to mix it up. Like, there's no way. And plus, eventually, I'm going to run out of stories that are believable or unbelievable. But I have a new version. I'm going to be rolling that out soon. But look, I just watched. I've seen this a few times. I guess it's a documentary. You said pilot just now, right?
I did.
Like, yeah, like somebody stands up and reveals they were the pilot or something.
Oh, yeah, they impersonate, and then there's a real one, and then everybody has to guess who is the real, what the job was.
I guess this is a documentary. It's like a film where people reenact black boxes from crashed airlines, and it is fascinating because they do several of them, and it's a real bait. It doesn't look like they're in a plane. It's just two people. One person's like pretending to be the pilot, and one's acting as the co-pilot or whatever the scenario was. And there's something that just loosely represents a plane, and they're basically just reenacting the last few minutes before bloop, because according to the black box, it just ends. Do you know what I mean? And it's really wow. It's like really, it's powerful and creepy.
So why does the black box end? Do you ever think about that?
Well, because in these cases, it was like that was there was nobody else, nobody was left to talk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but wouldn't it make sense for it to just stay on? And then it's
but
like
there would be nobody talking, is why they end the segment there. And
so the black box does stay on though.
Yeah, but then they cut away and it's powerful.
Does anyone, I would love to do that, like analyze the black box recordings, but like after the last person dies or whatever. You know, like there might be Easter eggs. You think they do that?
Yeah,
You think
that's like the first thing they look for.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the black box, and they're like, we got to listen to this.
So wait, okay, so let me get this straight. So if I'm flying on a plane, which you imagine flying on a plane, but if I'm flying on a plane, there's like a secret box recording everything I say just in case we crash.
It records the cockpit. The cockpit.
Say that again?
It records the cockpit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bore you so much. I know you yawned like 4 times to try to bait me into this. You know.
I have a question.
People think I cheat a lie detector. There's no way.
You do? You have to write them down ahead of time on a piece of paper.
I have a question that
and then tape it to your head.
Is happening in the chat, and I want to ask you guys how much you think this costs. Bongo Dave, hello, sweetheart, is saying Trump won a golf game. He got to win, right? And then he says, why do dictators always lie about golfing? I don't give a shit about golf. It's all about egos. Okay, how much do you think the United States has spent on golf outings for the orange turd?
Do you know this figure?
173,614,219.
Are we talking about this year or all time?
Just this year so far. At least till last week.
If you know this number, I have to assume that we can also know the number all time. Because like
I
Bush
don't know the
really
number all time, but I wanted to answer him because there was a finding through this Doge where they found like $5 million in some kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's like 60 million.
Okay, they found 5 million. No, this is the silliest thing, and I don't have it in front of me.
I think the golf thing this year.
Oh, well, no, it's not that much, but they found 5 million. They're making this big thing about finding $5 million in some way, and so I looked it up, and it's at the time Trump's golf games cost 12 million. So if they're so excited about finding 5 million, it's such a hypocrisy. Why are they not upset about 12
Could you
million?
imagine you just like you're president and like you just get people to spend $12 million watching you suck at golf?
Yeah, well,
like, I'd love to like be president and have people watch me suck at Mega Man. Like, oh yeah, you're so great at this game.
Somebody out there look up where the 5 million was. I thought it was Social Security.
How the fuck do you spend that much money on golf?
Everything costs ridiculous amount of money, I guess.
They just ended the program. The program that prevents listeria from showing up in deli meat and applesauce from being laced with lead. They're like, we don't need that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The government does need to do stuff like that.
They
That's
ended diabetes
Well,
research. They
I,
ended
if
diabetes
someone's
research.
eating deli meat in the year of our goddamn 2025, I
they don't
mean, let's be
deserve
real.
listeria,
Do they
but
deserve it? No, but
this would
it's
be a
kind
good
of
chance to
like,
wean yourself off.
does the person who drives into a brick wall at 80 miles an hour deserve to get turned into a
Fair
piece
point.
of like fucking like
Fair
just
point.
vaporized guts? I mean, do they
Everyone
deserve
does
it?
different things on their lunch break. That's a fair point. No, but yeah, this would be a good time to stop doing lunch meat, you guys. And you know what? Applesauce for that matter.
Yeah. I haven't been out with
Crisscross,
much.
is that's what they
I'm
say.
almost at the end of all my canned crap, though. I have to say, I have to replenish the supplies.
It's just crazy what they're. Look, I was getting so tired of saying that I'm never surprised but continually shocked that I was like, how should I say that? And apparently, the more popular version of that phrase is, I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm disgusted. And
I'm disgusted.
and that still doesn't, that's not accurate enough for me. And I think that what I'm really upset about is that people still fall for this shit. That's the most shocking part of this.
Nadia.
Like, I'm not surprised, but like, really?
Like,
Are you
really?
kidding me? Come on, you guys. Yeah, let's do this. So look, Morbius Dragon, thank you for gifting 1 Letterhack membership. I feel like he does this a lot.
That's very sweet.
Thank you
Can
so
you
much.
like come up with something better to spend your money on? I mean, well, I don't want to get in front of Letterhacks.
Thank you, Nadia.
You know, Letterhack needs this money, but like
All
also
goes
you're
back
giving
into the show.
Letterhack this money?
Nadia Vet Chambers with 5 pounds.
Reality doesn't really sound.
Those are euros. Are those euros?
Yeah, reality doesn't really sound much different from
Those aren't
tin
euros.
foil. Also, she's in Berlin. Also, these missile silos aren't poleward enough to be worth it. Antarctica is more likely.
Nice doxing, by the way.
Okay. She told everybody.
Well, yeah.
She said it. How would I know? She didn't.
And I know the difference between euro and pounds. It's just I don't have my glasses on. Can't see. I know it wasn't a dollar sign.
Thank you very much. Orb Rumor had a comedic comment. If you want to put that one up, it was.
Yeah, let's throw up the comedians in the chat. Let's give those guys. Let's give them a break. All those chat room comedians.
Yeah, he's got
they're slaving away in the chat room. They're trying to post some bangers.
The one. What do you have in common with your daughter? Put that one up.
Yeah, put up these comedians.
What do you have in common with your daughter? Well, I was going to say golf, but it really has 2 balls, my puddler, and a hole. Sorry, Chad Adamy said. I like
disgusting.
Yeah, I like disgusting. And he had another one too. He had the other one. What if the black box gets sucked into a black hole? We'll never find the plane.
Sometimes they don't. Maybe that's what happened. How about plant-based is based? That's a good one. Bongo Dave. Good one. Bongo Dave. Okay, here's why I like that name, because it sounds like a Pee-wee's Playhouse character.
Yeah.
Hello, Bongo Dave.
We
right?
Love
like
Bongo
it
Dave.
sounds. Is this something you share with the rest of us, Amazing Larry? That's a deep cut. Do you guys know what that's from?
Yeah, I know exactly where that's from.
I don't.
I know more than you,
as
actually.
always.
On that topic, is this something you share with the rest of us, Amazing Larry? Do you know what that's from?
No, I have no idea, but I'm sure you're going to explain it to me with amazing detail and accuracy.
You're lost.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to fix my color. I look blue.
You are blue.
I'm blue. I'm so blue.
Well, it's less that you're blue and the world around you is blue. You're relatively normal, but everything else is blue.
That's the first person that said that in a long time.
Don't sing it too good.
Don't say. Okay. Okay.
That's from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Okay.
He gets his bike stolen. He invites the whole community to his basement where he has he's made a scale model of the mall where it was stolen from. And he's like, point A. And he's like going over this chart of all these, theories and evidence and all that. And Amazing Larry is like this guy with a mohawk who's like whispering to somebody in the crowd, and he's like, "Is this something you can share with the rest of us?"
Amazing Larry.
Oh,
That's a great reference. I'm glad you explained it like that.
Yeah,
that's really funny.
cracks me up.
Lightning rod, elbows.
Yeah, that's great.
Have you seen it?
Sorry,
Andrea, have you seen the movie?
I cannot say that I have.
Oh,
I can't
Sandy?
remember. I can't remember.
You don't know if you saw Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yes, I did see it. I absolutely did see
Who's
it.
in it?
Pee-wee Herman.
Okay.
But
What,
me and
it's
trivia.
a Tim Burton movie. Come on, Andrea, you gotta see that one.
I'll check it out. I haven't gotten into the Pee-wee verse. As you know, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
He's got a new documentary coming out any day now on HBO about
Isn't
Paul
he
Rubens.
dead? How is he still?
Yeah, he
he's
died.
still making movies, huh? That's crazy.
He died.
They didn't release it right away because he died.
I thought they cryo froze him to resurrect at another time.
He is one of the best, like just listening to Paul Rubens tell stories is one of the most entertaining things you could do. He would get up at Comic-Cons and just command the crowd. Somebody would ask a question and he would take like 20 minutes on a story. And he's like, "What was the question?"
What happened
it was
to him so young?
He had cancer.
Oh, the big C.
Can you believe that shit? Cancer, man. What a joke.
Yeah. And why is it they take people like that and the orange turd is still playing golf?
How many different forms of cancer do you think Donald Trump has? Like right now? Like
he is a cancer.
Well, that's one, right?
Okay,
like, I think he's got to have at least 7 or 8 cancers.
He probably has colonoscopies, but I say if something's going to get him, it's going to be colon cancer or stomach cancer. It's going to be something that has to do with his digestive system. And I didn't have cancer, by the way, everybody. Just so you know. But I think it's going to be with the digestive system because of his horrid diet, and he drinks all that diet soda. I just don't see how
he get kidney cancer.
I can't even imagine. He's 78. I mean, people are literally making T-shirts that say, "Is he dead yet?"
Is he 78? I mean, how old is he? Is he really
78. 78.
It's pretty old. But theoretically, if we're lucky, we'll have him for another 40, 50 years. Once they get this fucking, they're gonna pump him up with this anti-aging pill.
Oh, you think he'll make it after you?
Oh, they'll fucking pump him up full of it.
Remember he had COVID, he was in the hospital, and then when he came back, he was standing on the balcony as if he was like super powerful, but you could tell he was like
it was awesome. That may have been the closest I've been to being a complete human.
The closest or you?
Me, just as a synchronicity with the world or whatever, in the earth, Mother Nature.
That fucking guy.
It's really good.
I have noticed they toned his makeup is not as orange in some of the videos, and his hair is a little silver. Oh, it's.
I think it's just a day by day. He's just like they just totally like a different person with him. You know, he's got like 18 different makeups artists, and they all have a different like style. They're all like expressing their creativity through his face. You know.
What do you guys think of Carolyn Levitt, the chief propagandist?
I don't even bother memorizing their names anymore. Which one is that?
This one.
Just another blonde 20-year-old grooming victim of a fucking 63-year-old pedophile freak.
She is what I imagine AI would be. I mean, she just spits these talking points that are ludicrous, and she has no depth at all whatsoever. I mean, I know Sarah Huckabee was pretty bad, but this one I think is worse. How's Alabama doing, by the way, Sarah, with all the terrible storms?
Well, she had political aspirations, whereas this person is just like, oh, I'll be on Fox News one day.
Ugh.
I just have to read the script and go to bat relentlessly, and I'll be
She's
fine.
awful. She's really awful.
Although nowadays you could just join up with the America First Policy Institute. You don't have to
Speaking of
go
these
into
fucking
media or
No.
politics.
press people, you
And,
ever
and they want
fucking
to change schools, public schools, to bring in PragerU courses. Do you know how
well, they're
fucked
just
up
gonna
that is?
they're gonna replace them all with PragerU. You just go into the school system, jack in your virtual reality headset into Dennis Prager's fucking nightmare
It's gonna
realm.
make kids rebel even more.
Kids are lost. They're gonna get stuck in the fucking VR tablet world.
I don't know.
They're gonna jack in one day and they'll never jack out. They're gonna get stuck in the
they're gonna
cyber realm.
shoot them with some kind of
Oh,
drug.
I'm sorry. Is this boring? Is this a little boring to talk about the downfall of our nation's youth? Or is this really? Oh man,
Yeah, you are.
this is the compassion of the childless demographic. You know, we got Cat Lady and fucking whatever the hell Letterhack is.
Spawn. I told you, I have one.
Don't remind us.
Listen, she came Monday, and it took me 2 days to get over that visit.
What does that even mean? What the hell does it took me 2 days to get over that? Like, what do you
to get over the visit? Oh my God.
They're just
Were you
in a
just-
corner
were
crying
you
or
just
something,
No.
or just
up
Dawn,
like you're just
Dawn likes to relive everything that I did wrong for the last 20 years. You know,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, it's a total mother-daughter.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing she did, she came in the house. Now I've had surgery, and she's like, "Your house is disgusting." I'm like, "It is not. I cleaned, before." She's like, "Okay, my house is disgusting. Where's your vacuum?" And then, it was like, boom, boom.
put her to work.
She's become my mother. She is my mother.
When
Is
I
that good or
turned,
bad though?
It's not. It's funny. It's
when I
funny.
turned 30, I thought to myself, like,
And that was how many years ago?
What?
over
Don't
20.
ask me that
But
question.
I remember thinking to myself, like, this is not grown up. This 30 for me, 30 did not feel like mature grown up, but my mom had like 4 kids already. And I just remember thinking, like, I gave my parents way too much credit and responsibility for being full-blown adults. Now,
No
on the one
credit.
hand, when you
They
have
deserve
kids,
nothing.
you need to quickly mature, right? But on the other hand, life is still coming at you and you haven't got it all figured out. And I just remember being like, wow, they were so young when they had that many kids.
Can you imagine people used to have it's people still do that, but like people love having kids at like fucking 19 years old.
My mother
Pop
was
out a couple kids,
19
that'll
when
make life interesting.
She was 19 when she got married and then but she spaced the three of
My
us
mom was 19.
5 years apart, though. She did. She spaced us. So that was okay.
My mom was 34 when she had me, and it was still too fucking early.
Well, I kind of like that my mom isn't that much like I have friends my mom's age. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I'm probably your mom's age. No,
I
I'm
think it's
too young.
cool.
I think I'm too young to be your mom. But
I don't know. I'm not that old.
listen, now I looked at the nurse in the hospital. He was 23.
Oh yeah? Is he coming over?
No, I looked at him. I'm like, oh my God, this kid could be my grandson. I mean, he was just like so.
It's like, I can't believe I'm going to go out with this guy.
Oh, shut up. Stop. No, I mean,
it
really,
is a faux pas to hit on people while they're at
23
work.
years old.
Yeah,
And I felt like I realized I had this epiphany that I could be his grandmother. I could be this kid's grandmother. I'm like, oh gosh, I'll never be a grandmother, but I could be his. But Dawn doesn't want kids, so I'm never going to be a grandmother. Which is fine.
Isn't that a burden off your shoulders? You don't have to watch babies.
Oh hell yeah, we're
What
fine.
the hell? Who wants to watch babies when they're fucking however old you are?
We have cats, and today was her dog's birthday, who's dead, but she got her she got her Rottweiler when she was 18 and raised Dirk, and Dirk died. It's a while ago, 2018, but it was really traumatic when Dirk passed. I had a Rottweiler and she had a Rottweiler. Mine was Zoe and she had Dirk. Yeah, it was very traumatic. But two Rottweilers in one house was a lot. A townhouse. Oh boy. Yes. I'm trying to find my inner golden retriever, but all I could find recently, because I've been so angry about everything, is my inner Rottweiler.
Okay, wait. Why do you need an inner golden retriever?
Yeah, tell us more.
Because golden retrievers are so happy and go lucky, and they run around.
You know why that is?
That.
Because they're seriously inbred.
Oh, well, I don't want to
And
be
they're
seriously
dumb.
inbred. Okay.
I don't really know if that's. I think I heard that.
I know,
somewhere, but I don't know.
I've been trying to be. I want to be a golden retriever, but lately I'm so angry at so much. Honestly, tonight I'm not angry, but I have been.
I'm mad as hell.
I'm with you guys. I'm not angry. I'm happy.
You know what I'm mad about?
What?
Where the hell is Jake?
Well,
did you ever ask that question?
Why don't I text him and see how his dog is doing? Okay, we all want to know.
What's going on?
We want to know how your doggy's doing. We're concerned.
Oh shit.
So let's see if he answers.
Oh
Check
shit.
this out.
What?
Oh, we got Ron. How's it going, Ron?
I think this is
Ron.
Okay, so if I was in a band with a guy there's only one guy who's in a band with named Ron. This would have been from high school. We were in a band called Population Zero.
Well, Ron is
punk band.
Is this
yes.
you,
What's up, Ron? Long time no see.
Have you talked to Ron recently, or is this like, I haven't talked to you in 30 years and you just looked me up and now I'm on the internet?
Wow.
I'm always scared of that happening, like someone finding me for the first time since 4th grade and I'm on a live stream.
It makes sense.
Makes
sense. He was just hanging out with our former bandmate, mutual buddy, Joe Martin, who was on the show recently, and he was at a gig that Ron was at, and he sent me pictures of them. So yeah, what's up, Ron? Good to see you, man.
Can we get Ron on the show?
We used to have. I'm sure we could. We had
hold on.
Lot
Can we get the whole band back together to do a live concert?
Oh wow! Oh, look at that's painful.
And I have to suggest it on air, so now we kind of have to do it now. So
I love how Pinkerbell's like, Ron, tell us an embarrassing story about Matt. Pinkerbell, do you not watch the show? I don't really.
This whole show is an embarrassing story.
No, lie detector. Okay. They're always somewhat a little embarrassing.
Ron's gonna be like, he used to smoke cigarettes and pot.
Like, oh wow.
He used to get drunk as shit.
We
had.
I think the three of us are very open about ourselves.
Oh yeah.
No,
I don't have too many secrets. Pretty much.
I have so many secrets. You couldn't even count them. It would take you your entire lifetime to count all my secrets.
Oh, I have a few.
Okay. I'm dripping with secrets.
Lifetime.
Yeah.
You'd be like 98 years old. Andrea still has a few
there's still a couple
we
more
haven't
documented.
Oh, hey, check it out. This is Ron. Verified.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. And even in high school, I was a man.
Honorable man.
Ron is one of those guys where, like, I don't think Ron and I ever really had a conversation where we weren't busting out laughing. That's how I remember it. Like, we would always be able to just crack up as soon as and I was like that with a lot of people, so maybe that was just me.
But that's a great friendship. That's fun.
Yeah,
I need that. I miss that. I am definitely going out this summer. I'm going to music festivals. I'm going to have fun this summer. I'm not.
Oh, okay. Here. Summer of Sandy.
Yeah.
Go for
it. The one's in June called the Estival Festival around here. Lots of bands play, and it's a really nice place.
God, I wish there was something like that around here. There's nothing.
Oh, this is so good. It's so cool.
You want to go to the tire
I don't have to stay over. I can drive home and come back. The what?
Tire Burners 2025.
I mean, I could go to that tomorrow. But like I had people are burning shit in their yards all the time here. Is so immature. Even
Can't
like
right
they're
now.
like fire ban for what? It's like
That's really
fire.
well. The
You
Amish
idiot.
here, they're
Think
burning.
of-
They're still burning, even though we have a fire ban. And I'm like, on the community board where I live, I said, can't somebody print out the warning and maybe bring it over to these families that really shouldn't be burning right now?
Okay, so I did this when I was working freelance. It got to the point where I was bored out of my mind. I was self-employed because I wanted to be maximum efficiency, and it turned out that backfired. I was so efficient, I was working like 40 hours a month.
Yeah.
And I was so bored. I was going to the gym like twice a day. I was like, did I go to the gym? I don't know. No, I'll go to the gym. And it was ridiculous. And the guy at the gym was like, you're back. And I'm like, I did come here earlier. Okay. And I was going out every night. I was going to shows. I would go to festivals on the weekend. I was doing all this stuff. And I had 3 months where I worked 120 hours, June, July, and August, and just raged the whole time. I called it the summer of Matt.
Oh, I had a summer like that.
I'm in
2010,
I'm in like
2010.
the
I had the
18th
summer
month
of,
of my summer.
oh my God.
Pretty
I was the
cool.
vocalist in Population Zero. I was one of 2
Oh,
vocalists.
cool.
So it was a
How do
pretty
you
good
feel
punk
about the
band.
saying that like the vocalist is the one with no talent because they don't actually have to learn an instrument?
Well,
Is that true?
lyricists. We did
Oh,
lyrics and
you did
Your
lyrics?
voice, but your voice is an instrument. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean in Matt's case, you know.
you have to have.
you're right. You're right. I have a beautiful, beautiful
I don't, but since I've been sick, actually 2 girlfriends of mine have recorded themselves sending me songs, get well songs. Isn't that cute? And they have beautiful voices.
That's
Matt
thought
was
it was
the deep
fantastic.
one.
Matt was the deep one?
That's what he said, yes.
The deep one.
I would make
Mm.
comics of all the bands in my high school. That was another thing that I did. I would make comic books about all that because there was a lot of bands in the school. We're very, very musical.
So
It
you
was
still
awesome.
you still drew comic books?
Yeah.
Like books? Like you'd bind them?
Stapled. But
Okay.
yeah, loosely paper. Like I would at lunch, people would be like, how's the comic coming? Because I would just do it throughout class. But yeah, people send these things to me all the time. They're like, hey,
That's
I found
excellent.
some drawings you did and whatnot. But
Wow.
You should do
Cool.
you should do a whole segment about
Yeah.
tracking
That's
your
awesome.
earliest drawings.
yeah. But you know me, I hate my art. So I don't know.
It is kind of shitty. I found
You
some shit that I
hate
drew in
your
middle
art.
school a couple months ago.
That's
It's pretty
crazy.
cool, man.
You found stuff you drew?
In middle school, yeah.
See, that's what people will send me stuff that I drew in middle school, and I'm like,
I would never
oh,
show anyone
cool. I
that.
remember
Yeah.
this. I'll never let
And
anyone
they
see
kept
Yeah,
it.
no, never.
Wow.
Of
That's
course not.
amazing that they kept it. Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
in my case, no
Wow.
one saw them, fortunately. So I got my
I
secret
drew.
was safe.
I don't think
So
anybody remembers middle school
I
in my
I ran in
my
this
age.
crew. I ran a crew of like
I don't
6 to
know.
10 guys, and I drew us all as pimps one time.
And how old were you at this moment?
9th grade.
11? Okay.
But so check this out.
Nine? That's
Here's
14.
how I accumulated a ton of friends. Here's how I did it. 1, I'm very outgoing. 2, I changed high schools and at 10th grade. So for 11th grade, I went to a new high school. And it was like a technicality because we moved and they were like, oh, you're in a new school zone. But it was like still the same town. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to make a lot of new friends. And I had like so I had this crew I ran with from my original neighborhood. There's like 10 of us. And then I made like the exact same number of friends at this new school. And now those people hang out as adults. Isn't that cool?
Without you.
That's right. I brought them together, and now it's like, oh yeah, we're friends because you were friends with Matt.
That's cool.
That's interesting. But the more interesting thing to me is that they don't hang out with you anymore. I find that to be
I moved away.
You moved away.
I'm yawning too. I'm getting tired.
Oh, I was kidding.
I'm
seriously
not.
I was
I'm
just
seriously
I thought we
No,
were
I'm not
fake yawning.
kidding at all. I'm wide awake.
I don't
I've
know
been
if I
awake
can make
for
it till
17 and a half hours.
I'm doing a show in the morning, so I should probably.
You ever think it's kind of weird to do a show in the morning after the one that goes until 3 a.m. on a regular basis? You ever think that there's like a programming?
Yes.
Maybe you should punch the schedule a little bit. Isn't that a little strange?
The viewers are there.
Stretching.
The viewers are there too. It's impressive as hell. I can't even brag about the fact that I do it because everyone's there.
Yeah, I mean, they're there too. They're probably doing more work when you think about it than you are.
My thing is,
I'm sore. I have to go soon.
My thing is, I am getting very good at planning the shows so that I'm not always working. Like you would think I spend the whole day before on the show. I have like
I've seen one or two of your shows. They don't look like a whole day show production to me. They look like maybe a couple minutes before the show started type deal. I've seen your shows. No, when I would do my shows, I'd wake up at like 9:52 a.m. I'd brush my teeth. Sometimes I'd skip brushing my teeth, drink some coffee. You know, it's 9:58. I'd go live at 10. I'd scroll through Twitter for a minute and a half, and then I'd just see what I find. That's how you do a show. Letterhack is like, yeah, I do 13 hours of preparation.
No,
got Freddie here.
Freddie, yes, but lately drawing people for me has been secondary. But look, Sandy's like fully like Sandy, you realize we didn't take you off cam, right? But you're good.
Sandy, you're muted.
I'm muted.
My thing is
now you're not. Now you're unmuted.
Oh, I'm sore.
I spent a long time interviewing people that do this, and I would ask them questions that would help me understand how to do this. Like, how do you balance preparation versus presentation? How much time do you invest versus or in relation to the amount of time you're on air? And generally, here's what I figured out. If I'm on air for an hour, I can justify about 3 hours of prep, especially if I'm learning from that. If I was just talking about things that I know, dude, 3 hours is a lot. But if I'm reading articles and going, holy shit, this is fascinating. Now I'm learning. I forget that I'm prepping for a show.
Right. If I'm doing a science show, I do have to read articles and science articles. And I have to know what I'm talking about. I have to say goodnight.
Baseball fan? Oh, Sandy, feel free to.
No, I do. I have to go. I'm it's a week. I've had my surgery a week, but it's just one spot that's killing me.
Yeah.
So it is time for me to go and say goodnight. And I love you guys. And I cannot wait till Friday night show. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Watch the movie. Watch the movie. And
I wasn't drinking.
Well, I heard it was in black and white. Unfortunately.
Yes, but I edited it so it starts in color and ends in color.
Right.
Hey, just so everyone knows, I wasn't drinking. I was celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and there is a difference.
Okay.
But I did have 2 Guinness on air Monday night. And
then can we make a congressional baseball fan a mod? Like there's like multiple ranks of mods. I think they're the best chatter. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
He is a mod. What are you talking about?
I'm doing
don't you have like the super mod?
Wait, was that comment supposed to be making fun of me?
Yeah.
Bye, Sandy. Staying up late the night before. Let's really break this down. Let's deconstruct it.
Sandy had an appointment with her polycule or something.
Staying up late the night before the Thursday morning show and drinking Guinness before the Tuesday morning show. What a wild week. Now, look, I never at any point said my life is insanely wild. It's not. I'm here. I'm on this channel live enough for you to know it's not crazy.
Oh, man.
I think
this guy's living life on the edge.
I think that was a compliment. Yeah, it's not like I said, guys, check it out. No, I'm not kidding. Monday night, sometimes until like 11:30. And then Tuesday morning, I'm right there at 10. And guess what? You know I got up and took a shower before that. So more like 9. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal.
So you're drinking during the week? Is that what I'm getting here?
It was St. Patrick's Day. I was celebrating. I always go to bed at like 2 a.m. and get up at 7. That's just how I.
When did that happen? St. Patrick? I don't believe in St. Patrick.
Monday.
I prefer what's the other one? Saint Nick. Yeah, I like him.
That was a good one. It's a good one too. He's got the goat monsters.
The goats.
The Krampus.
Take them or leave them.
Krampus is like the best part.
Well, they kind of clash with the whole saint thing. You know, it's just like if I want to look at goats, I'll go look at goats. You know,
No, they're Krampus. Okay. Goat monsters. Different.
Okay, I see.
Have you ever seen goat yoga?
No.
I'm not fucking kidding. Hold on. Check this out. Goats love to stand on people.
Okay, I'll just take that at face value.
I'm trying to find a good picture here. So there are versions of yoga. Here we go. Oh, God. Are you yawning? So I'm sure people know about this. So these people are in downward dog, and they have yogas or goat. They have yogas on their goats.
That's
they have
good.
Goats on their yogas. Cool, right? Oh,
I would like to try that.
Krampus, plural, Krampi. That's good. That's good. Anyway, yeah, give it a try. No, go ahead.
So are we going to do over under Canada 51st state by next week?
Well, I wouldn't mind having Canada be a part of the US because I love tropical destinations, you know? And I would love to go down there without having to be like, what are the rules? You know, if it's just like driving to Canada and hanging out on the beaches at the resorts, that'd be great.
What?
Yeah, in the Mediterranean.
All right.
I'm just assuming the average MAGA voter doesn't know where Canada is or how to spell it or.
Yeah, well, Canada. Yeah. The average MAGA person probably doesn't know what.
Why would you make an entire nation a state? That is the dumbest fucking thing. Why would you take something the size of your country and make it a state? Why wouldn't you say we're going to take Alberta, we're going to take all the provinces and make them
states? Well, because then it's going to fuck up the Senate. Yeah.
Just think about how stupid you have to be to say Canada should be our 51st state. Stupid.
I mean, he's gonna do it either way. It being stupid is just the part. It's just the seasoning on the whole shit show.
How many times a day do you go, I cannot believe this is fucking happening?
I actually started counting
Or
And I'm
just
up
like that
to
all day now?
Yeah, I'm up to about 37 an hour, so on average.
It does make all the other dumb shit in life a little bit more tolerable. Like, I used to go around being like, I can't believe these people are that stupid. But now I have to think about is, yeah, they totally are that fucking stupid. I can stop saying it out loud. But every now and then it hits me and I'm just like,
70 million people voted for the pedophile rapist. Think about
and
that
they're
one.
all upset. And it's like, really? Bunch of fucking assholes. See, that's where these conversations go right away. I'm like, you guys.
And the Trump voters, they're getting what they deserve. Those fucking bastards.
I would love to
Voted
have a
for that
conversation
fucking
with
guy.
Trump, and like 2 seconds in, when he goes, well, I just go,
Yeah, we'll have to pick this one up tomorrow. I'm getting a little tired.
no, sorry. Jeez, sorry. It's not you. It's just, what
Y'all see that video of the fucking person hitting Trump in the face with a boom mic?
What?
Yeah, I was like, they were moving the mic to him, and then it hit him in the face, and then he's like, I'm out of here.
How did I miss this? God
No, it's a good
damn
one.
it.
That that boom operator got disappeared. They're in El Salvador now.
This looks fake. Hold on.
No, it's real. It's real.
Mr. President, honestly, you're.
And then his face. I can't. Oh,
look at him.
Jesus.
He's like, are you fucking serious? Look.
Oh,
She just became a big story tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you see that? What?
he just ignores the question. Of course, he's not going to answer the fucking question, but
why do they keep slowing it down? Oh man, what a fucking asshole! Look at
Jesus.
this.
What is this? What is Sky News doing?
They're really analyzing it.
Yeah, this is the Zapruder film.
Yeah, this is like, the Kennedy assassination and then the Trump boom mic incident.
Did you
These
see
are
they released these so-called JFK documents? Did you
one
see
day
that?
they'll release these documents. We'll find out what
Yeah,
happened
we'll
to that
figure
boom
this
mic
out. We'll get
operator.
this one in like 30, 40 years.
So they'll have like their headphones are like in a box somewhere, all old and rusty. I think. Oh, May Wormy says that they put it on Discord. Sorry, I missed it. Gosh, I feel
This is
like
how, so you sign up for the Letterhack Discord experience, and this is what
well,
you're
everyone
getting.
else gets to enjoy it. No, I feel like I might have just seen that as a Trump video, maybe, and been like, "Oh no, another one."
Well, that happened like a week ago, so it's pretty new.
Oh, last week was a shit show for me. I'm not gonna lie, that was tough.
Oh, last week was what was going on?
You know what was going on. I talked to you all about it. It was rough week at the Letterhack estate.
Is that what it is? It's an estate?
I was trying to come up with something quickly.
Hmm.
The Letterhack compound. Oh, that's better. Letterhack HQ.
It's not bad. That's not bad.
I like compound. I like compound better. It's a compound.
You're in South Carolina. You could call it a plantation.
Ah. I cannot tell you how many times I drive by a fucking plantation home out here. You drive by them and you're like,
Is it every 5 minutes?
they didn't even try. Well, they're too spread out for it to be that way, but it's like you didn't even try to redesign it. You just kind of went.
No, of course not. It's their heritage. They love that shit, man.
Way. Not the Hack Cave. The Hack Cave. That's pretty good, Albert C. Snixabia says homestead. Scary.
We do have secret doors. It does qualify as a dungeon.
Oh, remember I said there was a paintbrush room?
Mm-hmm.
save that image?
We got an image. We've got images.
Maybe not. I took a picture of it for you, but I don't know where it is.
Just kind of slipped away.
It's right on the other side.
Yeah, it's just right over there. Yeah. And you
go through
gotta
that
take a
door.
picture.
And this whole room right here.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm gonna have to find it.
Yeah. You just had it. It slipped away. This is the best part of the show, where it's just Letterhack looking up images on his computer, on his Mac. By the way, this
I
fucking
can't
idiot uses
believe
a Mac.
I can't believe people are here for it, and as long as you are, the dollar signs are just I'm blinded by them. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
What the fucking dollar signs are going to go to buying a real computer. Oh, sorry, I can't do that. I'm on Macintosh. Well, oh, sorry, I gotta spend 15 years looking up what a fucking picture looks like. You're on Macintosh?
I'm sorry? Oh, I told you about the guy I used to work with who always said that, right?
Oh, yeah.
To everything.
I
I'm
know.
sorry? And I was like, what are you upset
know.
about? I'm not upset. I'm like, why you sound that way?
I know.
Oh, yeah, and then Andrea, I know.
I know.
I know.
I know what you're saying on that
It's
one.
like, do you want me to stop talking now? Are you trying to get me to shut up?
I'm trying to get you to. I know.
I know, Andrea.
I know.
Oh, found it. You want to see it?
Yep. And we gotta wait for Letterhack to add it to the thing, and then almost there. And then you gotta click it on that one, and then gotta drag it that way. So we're almost. Oh, and that's right behind that wall, right there.
Yeah. So I'm sitting right here by these work smocks, whatever. Yeah.
Work smocks. Okay.
Right there. So
wow.
where the laptop is here is all paintbrushes.
Okay.
And a window. And then this doorway back here is the storage area that is behind these bookshelves.
Get that out of there. It's not like we're describing the picture. It's not like we don't want to get that out.
So anyway.
It's the paintbrush room. It's the secret what is that? A dungeon? Yeah,
it's a hobby room.
Hobby room. What kind of hobbies you get up there? Their little kill chamber.
Yeah, what? No,
I don't know, man. If I had a secret fucking so it's in the basement. The basement's already kind of secret, right? So then it's like a secret cave in the secret basement. That's where I'd put my kill chamber, for sure. It's a good spot.
You'll never hear me say anything about it. You'll never hear me admit to it. But in all seriousness,
look at my goddamn veins. Look at this. You ever see this?
Wow.
Look at that.
What's going on?
Yeah, what is that? That's crazy. Whoa. Why are my veins like that? What does that mean though? Like when your veins are visible? Is that like a disease?
No, I think
Let me see your veins. Are your veins visible?
I mean,
oh, you got that. You got that graffiti on your hand.
Maybe.
Oh, look at I got these.
Yeah, I mean, I've got
veins.
I'm sunburned, so it's not really.
Yeah, you're sunburned. I don't.
The plantations are reminders that the Nazi-like ideology behind them got away with its crimes cold, and basically won the Civil War after military defeating Reconstruction. Yep.
Well, I mean, it's not even Nazi-like. It's just it's the Nazi handbook. That's where Adolf Hitler got his whole thing from. Is from the South.
I have been getting so much sun just because it's like hot, and I'm like, I was outside power washing my deck today, and then I was like, you know what? Since I got this thing out, let me go power wash the garage, and then I washed my car, and I was like, damn, I got a lot of sun today, but I really wasn't like, laying out, tanning. I've never
Could you imagine doing that?
like laying
Could you
out, being like,
imagine
I'm
your
gonna
life
tan.
being so empty that you decide you're gonna fucking lay out on a fucking sandy beach
I'll be
and let the
outside tanning,
sun bake
everyone.
you? What a fucking
Yeah, I put cucumbers on my eyes. People do that.
It's crazy. You ever see
have-
those motherfuckers that jump in those like tubes that like fucking give them fucking super UV radiation, man?
Tanning bed. Yeah, those things are
Yeah.
anything but a bed.
What
That's
the
weird.
hell? That's
Tanning
crazy.
chamber.
I saw that shit in one of those Final Destination movies. Never getting one of those ever. I was gonna say again, but I've never gotten one, so I'm not gonna start either.
Cancer chamber, right? It doesn't seem safe.
All you could call all kinds of things a cancer chamber,
True.
like this show.
I know.
I know.
I'm sorry.
It is 11:53
I'm sorry.
on what coast? Is it 11?
On the East Coast.
On
It's
the East?
11:53 p.m. on the East Coast.
It's what is it? It's like 8
Here comes
on the
Thursday.
West Coast. Is it
Here
9?
comes Thursday. Pacific Standard Time.
It's a 10. What time is it on the West Coast?
It's 9 p.m. on the West Coast. Just about 9 p.m. There's a 3-hour differential.
Oh, I think there was a I meant the West Coast of Europe.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know where Europe is.
I think it's like over there somewhere.
Credit, you give me too much credit. What do you think of my new shirt?
What is that?
It says a difficult truth.
Is that foreshadowing?
No, well, maybe. It's a band / streamer that I have been checking out, and I would like to bring them on the show.
This show?
Yes.
So it is.
Sandy and I were in their chat yesterday.
So this is what we do on this show. We talk about what streams we are watching.
We put our eyes on them, and then we go, should they come on the show? I don't know. Let's pretend we haven't talked about it live on air. Like, who's gonna wear the shirt?
I'm gonna say I don't know. Like, I haven't checked this person out or this band. They're a band. They write music?
It was. Yeah, it was a band called A Difficult Truth, and then they said, let's, fire up.
No, I don't know. What?
Fire up a Twitch. Get an old YouTube going. Let's get a hype train. Let's get a hype train. Sam Cedar's always like, we had a hype train going yesterday. That's going to last a week. Like, what? I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Oh.
He just said, like, randomly, it's like, yeah, heck yeah, follow us on Twitch. And I was like, what? What are you talking? You didn't watch Majority Report today, did you? I know we were already rehashing it, but did you?
No, yeah, no. I already watched it 4 times. Actually, I'm on my 5th. I'm on my 5th watch, actually. And then
there was a guy who called in, and I knew this wasn't going to go well for him right away. He called in.
Oh, I remember. Because I watched it 4 times already.
And
but I haven't gotten there on my 5th watch yet.
He said, I have been trying to call in for a long time, so I'm going to make this quick. And I'm not kidding. It was like a minute later, he finally got around to talking about. He was like, okay, so I got a thought experiment for you. Okay, so thought experiment. Okay. And I'm like, dude, I thought you were gonna make it quick. Let's fucking go, right? And like you've been on hold how many times trying to get through? You've surely heard other calls.
You just gotta fucking go for it.
And so
Could
then
you
he tells,
imagine calling up the Majority Report and like you gotta listen on that fucking phone?
it's better. It's a really good way to listen to it because when they like during the fun half, you can just hear them shooting the shit. Did
Yeah.
you know that?
Oh
Like
yeah,
behind the
yeah.
scenes.
But then it
So
sounds like, but it's also like 45 seconds ahead of the stream, so it's like you can't
yeah.
just listen to the stream. You have to listen to the show on the fucking phone,
And
like
if
your
you're
fucking
Kowalski,
like your grandma who has cancer or some shit. You have to listen to a podcast through the fucking telephone. What
if
the
you're
fuck?
Kowalski, it's the best way to get reception sometimes when you're out in the fields. But
Right, that's right.
so this guy, his thought experiment, and if your conversation gets to the point where Sam is like, let's get to the point. And then he's like, all you had to say was this. And he's like, it's been 6 minutes. You know, he was getting very exasperated. So the guy says, okay, imagine Emma is beating the crap out of me in the corner of the room. Okay. She's really beating me up.
That's good. That's
I
a good
totally
one.
deserve it. There's blood everywhere. She's beating the heck out of me. And he's like really like building up this part, which ends up not having anything to do with
This
shit,
is
right?
great. Yeah, this is cool. Creative writing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I support this.
He's defeating, he said he was gonna make it quick and he's not. Okay. And so like I don't want to make fun of this guy, but if you're gonna call into a show that's very
Yeah, don't
popular
they
for
know
taking
that
calls,
people
we're gonna
are
talk about it.
like, don't they know that we have a show at 10 p.m. We're going to be talking about this
I just
11 and a half
assume you know
hours
who the
later? Don't they
Letterhack.
know this?
I just assume you've heard the words Letterhack in your life if you watch Majority Report and have been on hold for as long as this guy claimed to. So there's even a chance they've taken my call over his before.
Probably.
That could have happened.
You have the fast pass, you know?
Yeah. So then he goes, and then okay, so Sam beating me up, there's blood everywhere. And there was even a part after the call where Emma was like, what was up with all the blood stuff? She's like, I don't know if he had to put that in there. And Sam's like, he did not. But like he
No,
goes,
it's
okay, and
core
then
to the
Sam, you
story.
walk in the room and you're like, oh no. Then you call the cops. Cops arrest both of us, right? And then they ask each of us individually, who's gonna give us something for not locking you up? Like who's gonna pay us? Now, what would you call that? And Sam was like, I'd call it corrupt. And he goes, right, they're corrupt. And Sam was like, dude, all you had to say was like, you could have made this, you know, he basically was like, you could have expedited this whole story much quicker.
No, this is great. This sounds like a great call-in show. I can't
then
wait
the
to get to
guy,
this part of my 5th watch of the show today.
but he obviously has been thinking about Emma beating him up way more than he's been thinking about this analogy.
Aren't we all, you know?
So he's like, they'd be capitalist. But what cops are supposed to be are the same with everyone, which is socialist. So when you're, and Sam's like, okay, right? Like he's over it. And he's like, you got to get to the point, dude. It's been 3 minutes. And so then he said, I'm just looking at the chat here. He said, callers, don't call in with your fetish fantasy, please. That's funny. So I don't know if they clipped that call, but they were talking about it afterward on the Discord for sure. So then he's like, so when you get arrested, you just have to tell the cops they're socialist. And Sam was like, is that the point of all this? And they were like, what the fuck?
What?
And then, so then Matt,
and now we're here
Matt
at
chimes in. He's like,
12:01 a.m.
And then, yeah, and so Matt Leck chimes in. He goes, caller, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. No one's gonna get away with that. That's not gonna make any difference. The cops aren't gonna care. And Sam was like, yeah, be sure you have some sort of eye protection on because they're gonna, you know, just mace you or pepper spray you right away. But like, and of course they end up hanging up on the guy. But like, and then it was the dreaded. This is how Sam sounded. He goes, "Now we're not gonna have any more time for calls." And you don't know if that's true or Sam just letting himself off the hook. But anyway, you hear the dun dun, the voicemail thing. So, then
there's more.
They were talking about it, and he's like, "Is that what we're supposed to do? Is just when we get in trouble, just tell the cops they're actually socialists, and that's going to make everything okay?" Because
it's a loophole. It's like that space in that federal park. You can kill somebody and get away with it.
But he already made the point that they're corrupt.
Well, they're corrupt socialists. Like all socialists are corrupt, obviously.
Okay. Just to be fair, there have been times where I was on hold, wanted to make a point. I was on hold for several weeks in a row, and I was like, "This point doesn't even make any sense anymore." They're going to be like,
you're listening to some guy talk about Emma Vigeland beating the shit out of him, and there's blood everywhere. Apparently,
well, I was going to draw it.
You're going to draw Emma beating the fucking ever-loving shit out of this guy and getting blood all over the goddamn walls.
I was going to draw.
It's on the desk. It's on the monitor. That's not going to get out. It's on the fucking.
You wouldn't be able to see it.
Artifacts.
It would be the corner of a room.
Mm-hmm.
Emma looking back over her shoulder with a bloody fist and obviously holding somebody by the collar, but their head's thrown back so you can't see their face. And then it'll be from off panel. Emma, the cops are on the way. And Emma's going, "I told you they're socialists." Which would be fucking hilarious in theory.
Yeah.
It's an inside joke.
Great show. This is the burnt out, crashed out fanboy of the Majority Report does 40 minutes talking about his favorite podcast and all the cartoons he would have drawn if it weren't for this stupid show taking up all of his stupid time. No, this is this is entertaining. Yeah. I'm glad to be here. That would be a great comic, and you should really do that. That would be wonderful.
I should do that. In fact, I'm going to do it and then not show it to anyone. I'm going to keep it for myself.
Is this
for me?
Is this
just for me?
Hello?
This one's just for me.
Hello? Testing.
Hello?
Testing.
1, 2, 3.
Hello?
That ending was called. That was the black box ending.
Oh, the black box.
Yeah. So.
So
when it stops, you won't know why.
So is it still recording, or is this when they cut it up and they cut the box off?
Streaming.
What?
Real quick, we have one more super chat. Nadia Yvette Chambers.
I'm being censored.
€5.
€5.
Andrea alluded
Hitler
to
loves America. Hitler loves America, specifically
by James Q. Whitman about Jim Crow inspiring anti-Jew laws, Indian wars.
What I've always said to myself and others is the American South is really inspiring. You really look at that place and you think that I'm inspired by the American South. Don't you live there, Letterhack? Aren't you an active participant in this?
Okay, second chance not to talk over the outro. Second chance.
You already fucked it up. We had the perfect ending, and you went and fucked it all up. And what was that horseshit about? Like, hey, did you watch my favorite stream earlier? Like, what the fuck? Why would you fucking spend 30 minutes of the goddamn show on fucking this? Hey guys, I watched a video earlier. Let me talk. Like, I haven't seen this.
I like the Majority Report. I like to talk about it.
I haven't seen the goddamn Majority Report. You think I watched the Minority Report because I'm not like you.
Fun to watch. Never gets old. They have good dynamics between all the hosts,
Oh,
the co-hosts, and the producers,
this is the shit I have to deal with.
and we can just talk about
I get
it.
texts in the middle of the
again
night.
and
Hey,
again.
did you see MR?
Why not? I mean, we could just keep talking about the Majority Report if you want. It comes on
Ooh,
5 days a week at noon,
ooh.
and maybe that's a new Left Past 10 segment where we watch Majority Report, and then I go, Andrea, did you watch it? And you're like, yep, I did. And I say, are you ready to talk about it? And you're like, yep. And I'm like, which
I'm
part would you
totally
like to talk
down to
about?
just do a show at 12 to 3 every day. We just watch the Majority Report, and that's the show. I'm down. Let's do it.
Looney Tunes 9000 is like, oh, come on, end the show already. Jesus.
And we gotta play the outro a whole time again. You can't just end it. So you have to
What?
what?
Weekend folks, of course, can listen to you tonight on the Letterhack.
Who's on tonight on the Letterhack?
Just that's in general.
Oh, that's in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Hello?
Were you gonna try to interrupt the outro again? Jeez.
Well, so this is like a weird thing because you can't
Stuck in a
see
loop.
me. If you can
Groundhog
hear
Day.
this, you can't see me, but Letterhack can still see me. There's like
Yeah.
he has a program that can see me
I'm
on
the
the
host.
camera when I'm not visible on
I'm the
the
host.
stream. So I made a funny face, and then now he's harassing me, and
We
I have to
more
defend
viewers
myself.
now than the second time we ended the show.
This is horseshit.
It's like a Marvel movie. Wait till after the credits. There's gonna be more.
That'd be
Nick
cool if we
Fury
had
show
like
up.
a credit sequence.
No, I really
That's
am
a good
going.
idea.
I got stuff to do.
We got stuff. Wait, what?
Yep.